90-Day Fiancé, Sarper Güven brags about 2,500 exes, the other way star thinks he's God's gift. 90-Day Fiancé star Sarper Güven is a walking red flag as he constantly mentions his previous affairs and boasts about the number of women he slept with. It looks like we have some serious red flag sightings here with Sarper Güven. The personal trainer made waves after he appeared on the reality show following his romantic connection with esthetician Shekinah Garner. Their relationship has become a concern for many after Güven showed signs of a lack of commitment. Güven and Garner debuted in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5, and their status went from a casual affair to a serious relationship. While they have continued to resolve problems that come along the way, Güven is somehow displaying tacky behavior which many do not approve of, including Garner's family. Sarper Güven believes his bad boy charm would make Shekinah Garner cry for years. Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner got engaged in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6, and many hoped that things would become better for them. The makeup artist also filed for her fiancé's K-1 visa so she could take him to the United States for their wedding ceremony. Güven was initially hesitant to move away from Turkey as he had already established a comfortable life in his home. But for his love for Garner, he would do everything. This sounds quite romantic, and any girl would certainly swoon, but not until Güven started displaying trashy behavior. No, he's a certified bad boy, but when you're in a serious relationship, you exert effort to change for the better. Güven, however, consistently talks about his numerous past affairs and even takes pride in sleeping with 2,500 women. Not only does this paint a bad look on him, but it also is very disrespectful to his partner. Let's not forget the time they argued and Güven accidentally pulled out Garner's hair extension. Clearly, if this action isn't telling he's got some anger issues to resolve, then we don't know what will. His fragile ego also compelled him to threaten Garner, "If we break up, you will cry for years for me," via 90-Day Fiancé's Instagram page. His arrogance makes him believe he is God's favorite child and that a successful woman like Garner would pine for him for a long time. At this point, she should have seen all the massive red flags waving above Güven's head. Perhaps it's time to rethink that marriage. Shekinah Garner reveals relationship problems on social media. Garner answered a couple of questions about her situation with Güven on Instagram, and it seems like they are really on an unsteady beat. One fan asked if she was going through a rough patch with her partner, and she surprisingly responded that we might not see them again in the next seasons. Another asked if they were both fine, and Garner remarked that nothing about their relationship was easy. She also revealed that Güven has not calmed down ever since they moved to the US. Hopefully, things will get better for the couple, and Güven will work on improving himself to be a better partner for 90-Day Fiancés. Sarper and Shekinah finally reveal if they're getting divorced amid tell-all drama. 90-Day Fiancé couple Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven responded to divorce rumors after revealing marriage problems at the tell-all. Sarper and Shekinah's journey began during The Other Way Season 5 with the Turkish man revealing his bad boy past. Sarper shed his old ways for Shekinah as he moved to the US in 90-Day Fiancé. Season 11. The couple ended up getting married on a bed. Shekinah and Sarper admitted their marriage was already on the rocks within a year of getting married at the reunion, but does it mean they're getting divorced? At 90-Day Fiancé _Alexa shared a clip from Shekinah and Sarper being interviewed for the Sarah Fraser show where they were asked to address their divorce rumors. "We're happy. We try to be happy," Sarper replied. He added that while getting married is a difficult thing, they're still trying their best. Sarper mentioned how they have problems and a lot of ups and downs, but they still love each other. "I hope she loves me." Shekinah spoke about how neither of them actually wanted to get married. Sarper had been married before, and they thought they could live forever happy together without having that commitment. However, they had to marry because of the K-1 visa. Shekinah admitted that it was something that scared both of them, and they had a betting since it was the least scary place for them. What Shekinah saying they never wanted to get married means. What's causing problems between Sarper and Shekinah? Shekinah and Sarper previously spoke about how they never wanted to get married during their debut season. They didn't think they needed some kind of documentation to prove their love and commitment to each other. Still, Shekina kept flying back and forth from Los Angeles to Istanbul to be with Sarper, and it was getting hectic. It was an expensive affair for Sarper as he struggled to book female clients. Shekina didn't trust him around other women, but she also wanted him to pay for her flights and expenses in Turkey. Eventually, they thought it was best for Sarper to relocate to America. He developed cold feet one too many times and almost gave up. Sarper didn't like being dependent on Shekina. He craved independence, but it looks like he's finally standing on his feet as he stars in stand-up shows and conducts fitness workshops. Shekina and Sarper have always had arguments on 90 Day Fiancé and almost broke up. Sarper has yet to discuss what the problems in their marriage are. Our take on Sarper and Shekina possibly still having marriage problems. What's next for Sarper and Shekina on 90 Day Fiancé? It appears that Sarper and Shekina will appear in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3 next. They are dealing with issues that are worse than the ones that 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Couples have. There might be something that still holds them together as they navigate life together after 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Hopefully, therapy helps them figure that out. Controversial 90 Day Fiancé couple may have left the 90 Day Fiancé franchise due to this tense issue. The relationship troubles between Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner may not be over even after their betting on 90 Day Fiancé. Sarper, a Turkish man, and Shekina, a single mother from Los Angeles native, fell in love after meeting on a dating app. They entered into a serious relationship and, despite challenges, got engaged. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Sarper finally arrived in the United States on a K-1 visa. However, he was shocked to see Shekina's living situation and felt trapped in her home, which had many rules. He had concerns about their future but decided to proceed with the wedding, hoping for improvements in the future. Sarper and Shekina had an unconventional wedding. They exchanged vows in a bedding ceremony, where they tied the knot on a bed. Despite facing problems, their sexual compatibility allowed them to navigate difficulties and maintain a healthy relationship. However, after getting married, they encountered more issues. During 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell All, Sarper disclosed that their marriage was struggling to the point where he and his wife were sleeping in separate rooms. He also shared that Shekina had asked him to leave their house, which led him to consider returning to his home country, Turkey. Are Shekina and Sarper still fighting? Did Sarper and Shekina attend therapy? Controversial 90 Day Fiancé star reaches first major career milestone in America amid divorce news. A former bad boy from 90 Day Fiancé has recently reached a significant career achievement following his move to Los Angeles. Over the years, many cast members have accomplished notable personal and professional goals in the United States after leaving their home countries. One example is Jasmine Pineda, who moved to Michigan to be with her now estranged husband, Gino Palazzolo. After losing her job in Panama, she was able to rebuild her life by gaining popularity as a reality TV celebrity. Similarly, Miona Bell, Annie Suwin, and numerous other 90 Day Fiancé cast members have achieved career milestones by becoming homeowners in the United States at a young age. Recently, Sarper Güven reached a monumental career milestone by announcing his comedy tour in various states of the United States. Originally from Turkey, Sarper has been refining his comedic timing and stage skills for several months. He has been hosting his Boot Laugh workout sessions in Los Angeles and has been making good progress. Now, Sarper has revealed that he's taking his unique comedy show to different cities. He'll be hosting Boot Laugh sessions in Washington and Maryland on August 5th and 7th, 2025, respectively. The 90 Day Fiancé star appears to be very excited about expanding the horizons of his new business venture. What Sarper's new incredible career milestone in the US means. Sarper is focused on expanding his career in America. It's amazing to see Sarper making significant career advancements in the United States. When he first moved to Los Angeles, he wasn't very pleased. He didn't like Shekina's home, as he felt it was too small. Sarper even humorously compared Shekina's house to a prison, calling himself a prisoner. After the wedding, Sarper also faced many challenges in his relationship with Shekinah Garner. Therefore, it's comforting to see him moving past the relationship drama and prioritizing his own happiness by expanding his new business to the next level. Sarper's new career milestone will help him solidify his place in the United States. Previously, he felt lost and even contemplated moving back to Turkey. He seemed on the verge of breaking up with Shekina, and publicly admitted that he hadn't slept in the same room with her before arriving at the tell-all. Now, Sarper is finally taking responsibility and has found a new purpose in life. This career milestone will likely encourage him to stay in the United States and focus on his relationship with Shekina. Our take on Sarper going on tour in America. Sarper has exceptional comedic talents. Sarper possesses great comedic skills, as evident in the positive comments on his social media posts. He made a good career choice for his future, which will certainly bring him long-term benefits. Previously, Shekina had expressed a desire to move to Miami. If she does so, Sarper will also relocate there with her, giving him the opportunity to explore a new place and grow his business. It'll be interesting to see how the 90-Day Fiancé cast member's career progresses in the next few months. The real reason this controversial 90-Day Fiancé couple's marriage is falling apart. Sarper Güven from 90-Day Fiancé may be responsible for ruining his relationship with Shekinah Garner. Sarper, a 45-year-old Turkish man, fell in love with Shekina, a 43-year-old woman from Los Angeles, after meeting on a dating app. They dated for a while before entering into a serious relationship. While Sarper loved Shekina, he also attempted to change her physical appearance. He pressured her to maintain a certain weight, controlled her diet, and selected her outfits. Sarper controlled other aspects of Shekina's life and even played a role in her cosmetic surgery, designing her new nose. After spending most of his life in Turkey, Sarper moved to the United States on a K-1 visa in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. He decided to marry Shekina but wasn't entirely at ease living in her small apartment in Los Angeles. Sarper faced several new challenges with Shekina, but they were able to overcome their issues and ultimately get married in the season finale. Instead of having a traditional wedding ceremony, Sarper and Shekina opted for bedding. However, things didn't go as smoothly as they had hoped because Shekina wasn't pleased with the bedroom layout and decorations. Sarper and Shekina's marriage took a turn for the worse post-wedding. Sarper and Shekina aren't in a happy marriage. Before their wedding, Sarper and Shekina faced constant relationship challenges. From the beginning, Sarper tried to dominate every aspect of Shekina's life in an effort to shape her into his ideal partner. Likewise, Shekina also sought to exert control over Sarper by setting 3 non-negotiable conditions: for him to stop training female clients, give up smoking, and make their relationship public on social media. She also grappled with accepting Sarper's extensive sexual history, which included physical relationships with over 2,500 women prior to her. Sarper and Shekina's problems only got worse after they moved in together in the United States. Sarper felt trapped in Shekina's small home and was direct about his feelings. Most recently, the couple appeared in 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell All, where he shared that his marriage quickly deteriorated just a month after the wedding. He stated, "She kicked me off the house, so I left the ring and I went out," and mentioned that he stayed in a rental for 10 days. Shekina confirmed, "This is less than a month after we got married." Sarper publicly criticized Shekina. Sarper's frustration with Shekina keeps growing. Sarper isn't shy when it comes to talking back to Shekina. He has confessed to having a controlling personality and a short temper, often leading to explosive fights between them. Sarper doesn't try to be polite during these arguments. Instead, he speaks his mind without filtering his words, even if they might hurt their relationship. Recently, he posted Instagram stories mocking his wife, Shekina, for undergoing cosmetic surgery. He wrote, "Via Kiki Ankibits, she is non-stop doing something. The number of recovering days is more than regular days in our life." Sarper hasn't only mocked Shekina on social media but also in front of his co-stars during Tell All. He expressed his dislike of the marriage due to Shekina and her expectations that he take on responsibilities. Sarper complained that Shekina would constantly ask him to do household chores, such as taking out the garbage, walking the dog, going shopping, driving her to places, and fixing things. He even compared Shekina to a dog on camera, stating, "You will lose me just because of you. And you will regret like a dog." Shekina wants to leave Los Angeles. Shekina no longer considers LA her home. While Sarper seems to be losing feelings for Shekina, she is making plans to relocate. Recently, Shekina revealed that she no longer wants to live in Los Angeles. She said, via Shabuti.com, "I don't know what the future holds. I don't want to be in LA much longer." While Shekina didn't make it clear if she was moving out of Los Angeles because of her husband, Sarper, she indicated that she didn't want to build her future in California. She wants to live somewhere where she can afford a better place to live. It wouldn't be surprising if Sarper did indeed cause Shekina to move to another state. He has been problematic, creating turmoil in his and Shekina's lives. When Sarper first arrived in the US, he wasted no time in criticizing Shekina's living situation. He made fun of her house and the fact that she had converted a part of it into her workspace. Sarper even compared living in her home to being in prison, saying that he and Shekina's dog were prison inmates. Shekina may have decided to leave Los Angeles because she was tired of Sarper's constant complaints. Are Shekina and Sarper joining 90 Day, the last resort? We need so much therapy. There has been speculation that Sarper and Shekina are on the brink of getting a divorce. However, there is a possibility that they will attend therapy before making a decision about their relationship. During the recent Tell All, Shekina discussed the difficulties she has been facing in her marriage to Sarper. She expressed, "We need so much therapy," revealing that seeking professional help may be her next step. If Sarper and Shekina do pursue therapy, they will likely do so on camera in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3, sharing their journey with viewers. Is Shekina or Sarper the real villain in their unhealthy marriage? Sarper likes being in control and lacks empathy. Sarper is clearly the main reason his relationship with Shekina is falling apart. However, it would be wrong to solely blame him for the issues in the relationship, as Shekina's personality and constant complaining also provoke his angry outbursts. Both Sarper and Shekina are equally responsible for their marital problems. Sarper is at fault for being controlling and insensitive, while Shekina's inability to understand his personality and tendency to pick fights over trivial matters also contribute to their problems. Hopefully, their relationship has improved since filming 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell All. 90 Day Fiancé, Shekina reveals she kicked Sarper out after 1 month of marriage. Wedding bells were in the air this season of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. Unfortunately, it seems like the honeymoon period didn't last very long for couple Shekina and Sarper, who, in the special Tell All episode of the season, revealed some of the issues their marriage has been going through. Though Sarper previously admitted on the reality TV show that he was hesitant to tie the knot, now even more details about their situation have been revealed. It turns out that, less than a month after the two exchanged vows, Shekina kicked Sarper out of their shared living space, and now she's finally revealed why. Shekina says she kicked Sarper out. In the season's special Tell All episode, Shekina and Sarper's check-in kicked off with a video clip that Shekina had filmed for the producers. In it, Shekina explained that, though it was the holidays and less than a month after she and Sarper had tied the knot, he was out of their home. It's Christmas morning. Sarper's usually sitting here in the morning, but he's gone. And he left his ring. Merry Christmas to us. Shekina elaborated that she'd filmed the video after she and Sarper had gotten into one of their big fights, and that, afterward, she'd asked him to pack his things. She revealed to the audience that Sarper had then gone to stay at a rental home for 10 days, less than a month after their wedding ceremony. For his part, Sarper explained that he was part of the problem, knowing that there were moments that necessitated him to have more patience, but that he just couldn't seem to get there. Fans of the show will know that much of the couple's drama stems from Sarper's temper. To hear Shekina tell it, it seems like her husband has a long way to go when it comes to controlling his anger. Though Shekina didn't go into much detail, she did mention some of the topics they'd fought about ever since getting married. It seems that, when he grows upset with her, Sarper will threaten to go back to his home country of Turkey and, at its worst, even threaten to sleep with other women. At this point in the episode, one of Shekina's closest friends, Dan, chimed in that he felt someone who truly loved Shekina would never be able to say such hurtful things. Shekina agreed, noting, "I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave." Sarper regrets getting married. Sarper admitted in the episode that getting married made him feel like the reins were being tightened on him, so to speak. He confessed to the cameras that his life after the wedding made him feel bogged down in a way that he hated. He went on to elaborate how their dynamic had shifted ever since saying their I do's. "I am always the control freak, so I have to control things, and when I don't control things I feel depressed. I don't like the marriage. It brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties to my life. Being dependent is